I mean, that play right there, it really sparked it early. It's like it showed like, all right, we're coming out the gates fast, and now let's continue to roll with it.
Do you have a preference, 2-point, 3-point stance, where you prefer playing out of?
No, I don't have a preference.
What are the differences between them for you? Do you feel a difference in how you move, how you are reading and reacting to a play?
I would say in a 2-point stance, I could see, when I'm standing up, I could see more versus out of the 3. But then out of the 3-point stance, you're also probably able to get off the ball faster.
Is it challenging balancing both, that defensive end role and that jack role?
Not really. It's not really that challenging. Really, what Coach Noshaz does, he tries to be the best teacher he can be. So when we're in practice, we're asking questions. He's questioning us on everything, just trying to make sure we know what to do in any type of situation.
You have to go between different position groups to kind of learn those different positions?
No, not at all.
Javontae, what are meetings like this year compared to last year in that defensive line room where you guys, clearly, Zach seems to be playing on a different level. You do too, you know what I mean? What are those meetings like now? Are they fun? How have they changed with Coach Johnson?
I'd say the meeting room, what had changed about it is it's more leadership. Yeah, we have some young guys, but they have playing time under their belt, and you can see it. So then now when every man in the room knows what they're supposed to be doing, players are able to coach players and see what they're not seeing and what they're missing, and it just helps out with Coach Jay, and he's giving the overall. So it's everybody just pushing each other.
You kind of touched on this a bit ago, but do you feel like now when you're out there on the field, y'all are having an effect? You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying on the offensive line, the quarterback, et cetera. How does that kind of show up as the game goes on?
I would say as long as we keep coming and keep fighting and pushing, that someone's got to know, like, all right, they're not going to let up. It's just like, I would say this year it's just, we've been like a pack and just relentless.
Who's the leader of that pack? In terms of relentless, without naming yourself.
When it comes to it, I would say there really is no like direct leader, because we all know what we have to do, and if one person's letting up or slacking a little bit, then it's the whole group looking like, come on man, let's go, we gotta go.
Coach Newell said earlier this week that when he got here, when Teron Vincent bought in, then it felt like a lot of the rest of the defense kind of came along with that. Why does he have that sort of influence?
I say I love Teron Vincent. That's my guy. Just a lot of juice. Teron Vincent's a guy that may not get a lot of praise on the tape or anything, but when you're really watching it and you're seeing what he's doing, it's like yeah.
Are you seeing more of that this year? That influence, that impact he has on the game?
I would say we seen it last year too, but then now that he's there, yes.
Javontae, for you personally, how would you describe it? Is this like a breakout year for you? You have 3 sacks, 5th-year senior. How would you describe it for you personally so far? Is this like a breakout year for you?
I really don't look at it that way. Since I've been here the whole time, if things not going well, just keep my head down, keep working, and keep going. I just know that God has a plan, and I'm just going to follow the plan was for me. If things go bad, you just got to keep following the light, no matter what.
Would you describe a Jim Knowles defense, playing in a Jim Knowles defense? I know there's a lot of facets to it, but how would you describe it?
I'd say a Jim Knowles defense is strategic, fast, and physical. A lot of downhill.
Do you think there's something that's clicked for you this year that's maybe enabled you to be more productive than in years past?
I think I'm just more comfortable in putting in more work when it comes to watching film and analyzing everything and breaking down everything is coming more faster now.
Javontae, when Jim came in, slaps the playbook down and you start looking through it and you're seeing the differences between his playbook and what you guys were running last year, would you have thought, okay, when we're going in the Penn State game, we're going to be the number 2 rated defense in the country?
We see what he was able to do last year with Oklahoma State and bringing him in where we were like, hopefully, not even hopefully, well, this is what it's going to be for us. I mean, we have the athletes, we got the talent, we have the skill. Now let's all put it together, and let's shoot to be number one.
Is there anybody that maybe is just a little shocked that you guys are in the position that you're in heading into the Penn State game, or is this like completely as expected?
I feel like going through spring ball and the summers and all the work we've put in, I feel like this is expected.
You know, y'all, a lot of people think this is, I mean, you look on paper, this is maybe the best offense y'all have gone against yet this season and stuff. Or is there any worry about maybe having some, not faults, but maybe being a little overconfident based on how things went like last week, for example, against the worst defense in major college football right now, Iowa and stuff. Where do you think y'all's level-headedness is, Javontae, about this challenge on Saturday?
Can you ask the question one more time?
Well, in other words, y'all haven't played against a really great defense, at least on paper, or offense, at least on paper, so far this year. If you look at the stats, Penn State's right in there in like the top 40 or whatever of the country and stuff. Is this the biggest challenge y'all faced yet, you think, about this revamped defense?
I would say when it comes to it, we prepare everyone like they're the best offense we've seen. It really doesn't matter who it is, because at the end of the day, we have to show up and we have to play. So if we're on everything like we're supposed to be, then it's going to go the way it should.